Baby girl, what you doing with your man? I just popped a Zan, 50,000 in Japan.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something that's been requested so much on my channel recently, and it is a why I dropped out of school at 15 video. I don't really know why this was so requested, as I don't think the story is that interesting, but it's probably one of my most asked questions that I get. People just don't understand why, because I've never explained it, and I don't want to keep explaining to every person who asks me because that's so much effort. I'd rather just make a video and then people can go watch it if they want to know, or if they don't want to know, they don't have to watch. Before I get started on this video, yes, my hair's a mess, I'm so sorry. I had my hair in a ponytail, tried curling it, and I looked like a 6-year-old pageant queen, and it was not a look for me. Anyone who is still in school, stay in school. This video is not a drop out of school video, like genuinely, stay in school. School is so important. I'm not saying this video to be like promoting leaving school or saying, yeah, just drop out of school, kids, because that's cool. Like, it's not even cool. It's just my reasoning as to why I don't go to school in England, because English schools are trash. So I left school in February and now is August, so it's been 6 months, I think, I'm not sure. I went to America in February, went to American school for a month, then came back to England in April, but I haven't been back to English school since, and here are my reasons. So I went to 2 different secondary schools in England. The first one was a mixed school, and I went there from year 7 to 8. The second school was a all-girls school, and I went there from year 8 to year 10. So the first school I went to, I hadn't been diagnosed with anything yet. I was always messing about. I was always kind of like getting excluded or getting in isolation constantly in that school. I wasn't on any medication for any of my mental health problems at that time. I was a bit of a mess. Like, I was kind of, you know, when you're in year 7 and 8, you're going to be messing about, you're going to be a bit stupid, and eventually they was like, we don't want you in our school anymore. So I was like, oh, cool. So when they said they don't want me in school anymore, that was while I was in the process of getting my diagnosis and my medication for different things. I have ADHD, bipolar, generalized anxiety disorder with panic attacks and depression. So basically I was in the process of getting medication, and then I thought, oh well, when I'm on my meds I can start a new school. Kind of like a managed move transfer thing. Like, it wasn't like I actually got kicked out of the school, they just didn't want me in their school anymore kind of thing. So they was like, we're gonna move you to another school, and they moved me to an all-girls school. I remember making a like school supplies video at the end of year 8, and everyone was like, why are you moving like schools at the end of the year, like what a weirdo. But that was because I'd got managed moved. So this school, okay, I am not even gonna lie to you, anyone who's watching this video who's from my old school will know how rubbish it is. Like, I don't even care. Like, if my school sees my video, I don't care. Like, you're not getting named, so whatever. But genuinely, the worst school I could have ever gone to. One thing that happened to me in my second secondary school, the all-girls school, I would have extremely bad panic attacks at certain lessons. Like, my anxiety was getting worse, if anything. I was on medication, but the medication kept having to be like hired up, like the dosage, because it wasn't helping me properly and I was still struggling. One lesson in particular was PE. PE, if you went to my old school and you was in my lessons, I was never in PE. The reasons being, I just put loads of weight on because of my medication and also my contraception. And because I put loads of weight on, I was very insecure about my body, and I didn't want to do PE because I didn't want people to be like, yeah, look at the fat girl like trying to exercise, you know what I mean. I'd have panic attacks before PE, really bad one. I would try and be like to the school, look, can I just not go to PE? It's not a GCSE, it's not an important lesson of mine. Can I just sit outside like the pastoral care area thing, like whatever, and do some work, like revise or do another work from a lesson or something? Or, you know, I was still wanting to do work, but I just didn't want to go to PE. They weren't having none of it. They would force me to go, so I'd always be walking out of school every day. There was PE, like no fucks given. I was never in school as well, but so many lessons would make me have panic attacks, and Cams was like saying to the school, look, Lucy needs to have some time out, is meant to be allowed time out because she can't cope with some lessons. And it's not because I don't like the lessons at all, it's that certain lessons I couldn't be in because I felt too like overwhelmed with people on certain days. Like, sometimes anxiety would be really bad and I wouldn't want to be around people, so I'd want to work on my own. If there's a lesson, say history, I hated history, I don't know what it was like the classroom was too close together and it made me feel really fucking bad. Like, I was so anxious in that lesson for no reason. All I wanted to do is sit outside and do my history work. I wasn't trying to get out of it. I was trying to find an alternative so that I could be comfortable doing my work and not having panic attacks. My attendance was so bad. Like, I was never in school. I was in school maybe 1 or 2 days a week. And I was always walking out of school too. So you would have thought with CAMS, which is Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services, like part of the NHS thing, and with the fact that my attendance was bad, and the fact that I was constantly having panic attacks and walking out of school, you would have thought they'd do something about it, but nope. No, they didn't. They just took the absolute piss. Like, I have been diagnosed with generalised anxiety disorder with panic attacks, okay? It's a diagnosis. It's not like I'm just using it trying to get out lessons. It's a diagnosis. It's on my school records, whatever. If someone has a wheelchair, you'd make a wheelchair ramp. So why are they not trying to help me so I can help them, kind of thing? Like, it was so horrible because it was like constantly I was being told shit like, just try and forget about it and all this stuff. I'm like, what do you mean try and forget about it? Like, I wasn't asking for much. I genuinely weren't. I was literally just asking to sit down outside, do the work that I would be doing in the lesson with the people, but without the people, so that I wouldn't get overwhelmed. I had no beef with anyone in that school. I didn't dislike anyone, really. So it wasn't like, oh, I had a problem with someone in the class that I couldn't go to. Like, I just hated being in certain classes because I was overwhelmed. My dad was always in the school trying to be like, yo, Lucy can't be going to these lessons. Like, my attendance was genuinely about 40–50%. Like, it was awful, if that. Like, I don't even think it was that. I don't know my attendance, but it was so bad. I was never in. I was about 1 or 2 days a week, and I'd always be walking out of school every day, and I wouldn't care, and then I'd get in trouble, but they weren't trying to help me. Like, I wasn't walking out of school because I thought I was bad. I was walking out of school because I was having a panic attack and couldn't cope in school because no one was trying to help. So then I had this one meeting with the head teacher and the deputy head. This was when all hope was lost for me in this school. Like, honestly, this was when I thought, you know what? No, this ain't for me. This life ain't for me. I went in there, told them how I was feeling, like, about my anxiety and stuff, how I just wanted to work outside some lessons, like, not outside of the lesson, but like outside the office area where it's quiet and not crowded. I just wanted to work there, which is, I think that's pretty simple. Like, it's not like me trying to get out. I'd still be doing work. They were so patronising, so fucking patronising. I'm not even joking. Like, talking down to me really, like, really bad. Like, this school claims to care about mental health, okay? This school I went to claims to care about mental health, right. But when someone comes in with a mental health diagnosis that they need help with, and the CAMS is saying, look, you need to help her with this, and they don't do it, like, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Do not claim to know about mental health. Do not claim to care if you're not going to care when someone has diagnoses. You know what I mean? After that meeting, it was so bad. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just made me give up on the school. Like, I could not stay in that school anymore. Like, I couldn't. And it was just, I think it's so disgusting in England. And I know it's English schools, because when I went to America and I was in school, they helped me so much with my mental health. Like, if I was having a panic attack, I was allowed to sit out and, like, do some work outside of the class in, like, near the council's office and, like, all that stuff. I don't know how to describe it. It's really difficult to describe it. It's a massive room, tables. I could just work there. Just fine. Like, I wasn't asking for special treatment. That's the thing. Actually, just expecting them to help me so I could get an education, because that's what schools are about. So it really frustrated me because I felt so disrespected. I felt so, like, patronised, and, like, they weren't caring. And it's like, they didn't care when I weren't coming into school. They didn't care when I was walking out of school. They just got me in trouble for it, even though they weren't helping me. They didn't care if I was having a full-on panic attack to them. They would not care if I couldn't breathe and I was, like, fucking on the floor, like, dying. They wouldn't care. The first school I went to was a little bit better. Like, I didn't really know what, like, was wrong with me then, so they couldn't exactly help me with my mental health problems, because at the time I didn't know I had any kind of thing. This school, it's just disgusting how they treat their students. Like, this is just my experience. Obviously, you may have different experiences if you go to my school with your mental health problems. I don't know, maybe they're nice to you, good for you. But it's just, I just really dislike the English system of schools. Like, they care more about if you're wearing a little bit of mascara than they do if you're having a panic attack. In my old school, you wasn't even allowed to wear mascara. I remember one day I come in with a little bit of eyebrow, a little bit of mascara, I got told to take it off. Like, it's bloody humiliating doing shit like that. Like, obviously that's nothing compared to like how I was treated with my anxiety, but it's still disgusting because so many girls have low self-confidence and to come into school is hard for them. And I saw girls walking around with fake eyelashes and I got told off my mascara. Like, okay. I am going back to school though, I tell you guys that now. I'm going back to America soon, so I'm going back to school and I go back to America in January. Don't worry, I'm going to get my qualifications, I'm going to be a boss ass bitch, and I'm going to do well. And that's just my advice to you guys. Don't drop out of school, and if you do, make sure you get homeschooled because you need GCSEs or you need qualifications in your life. You don't want to be unemployed and on benefits because that's not the way to be, hun, okay? You want to get a job, you want to do well in life, you want to succeed to the best you can. So just try your absolute best, stay in school. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and give this video a massive thumbs up, subscribe and comment. Bye!